Before we start the video, this video is not made for kids. It's for older fans of the show and adults only. If you don't fucking like it, then fuck off for fucking sake. Wankers! Not really. A scare for Percy. It was autumn on the Ffaquhar Branch Line. There was still plenty of work as the weather cooled down from summer. Thomas was still taking Annie and Clarabelle out to take passengers to their destinations. Percy was still taking the goods, and Toby was still taking the workmen to the quarry in Henrietta. One morning, Percy crept into Ffaquhar to try and spook Thomas. Around about this time of year, they had a tradition of trying to scare each other. Whistled Percy. Huh, said Thomas. That didn't work. You've been doing that joke for too long. Ah, come on, said Percy. Isn't it October, the time where we try to scare each other out of their wits? Well, it doesn't work for me anymore, said Thomas. Now if you excuse me, I've got to take this train down the branch line. And as the guard's whistle blew, he puffed away. Silly old Thomas, said Percy. He thinks he's not scared anymore. But I'll show him. Just then, the station master walked up to Percy. I hate to say this, he said, but last night, all the toilet paper from the stations disappeared. What? Somebody has been hoarding toilet paper around Ffaquhar. Not just Ffaquhar, but all down the Ffaquhar branch line. Now who would be hoarding toilet paper? Asked Percy. I don't know, said the station master. I doubt they've got any bad health problems, said Percy's driver. They just seem to do it for the love of toilet paper, unless they're trying to, build a toilet paper house, said the fireman. That's not funny, snapped Percy. Either way, this is serious, said the driver. All the local shops have reported their toilet paper going missing, and the residents of Ffaquhar are getting pretty cross as their toilet paper supply runs low. That night at the sheds, Percy told Thomas and Toby what he had heard from the station master. You're right there, said Toby. There has been somebody hoarding toilet paper around here, but the police can't put their finger on who it is. Whoever does it disappears into the night. But also, said Toby gravely, there have been groans been heard around Ffaquhar and the branch line. Low groans, rumbling in the night. Heh, you're just trying to scare me, Toby, said Percy. No, I'm not, said Toby earnestly. If you listen closely, you'll hear them. You're just going soft in the boiler, said Thomas. Now, I want a rest. Don't say I didn't warn you, said Toby. As the night settled in, Thomas, Percy and Toby were trying to get to sleep when they began to hear some low groans coming from Ffaquhar. What's that? asked Percy. What? replied Thomas. Is it those groans that Toby's on about? I think you're right. I just can't make out what it is. The groans kept echoing over Ffaquhar. And then the sound of windows breaking came too. What was that? I don't know, said Toby. I think it was probably just a football breaking a window, but who would be playing football at this time? The groans continued. The engines were unsettled. But then the groans subsided. The other two engines went to sleep. But Percy was nervous. He didn't sleep well that night. He kept listening out for those groans again. The next morning, Percy was weary as he went up to another quarry. There, he saw Mavis looking concerned. "What's the matter, Mavis?" asked Percy. "Someone's broken into the quarry toilets," said Mavis, "and stole all the toilet paper. The men can't use the toilet unless there's toilet paper. It'd be not ideal for them to be caught short while they're doing their work and there's no toilet paper." "Somebody has been hoarding toilet paper," said Percy. "But why would they do it from the quarry?" "But I did hear weird voices last night. They were low groans, echoing over Ffaquhar." "I heard them too," said Mavis, "but I thought nothing about it." "But be careful," she cautioned. "Whoever's making those groans might be the one that's hoarding all the toilet paper." "How do you know?" "Don't know if my ears were correct, but I thought I heard the words Luro." "Luro?" "Yes." "Take care," said Mavis bravely, and she went back to work. At Elsford, Percy met Emily and told her all about what he heard from Mavis. "Hoarding toilet paper?" said Emily. "Now who would do that? And as for those groans you've been hearing, my driver says that he's heard something similar too not far from Ffaquhar last night. He doesn't know what it is, or neither do I." "Well, we don't," said Percy. "But what was Mavis say about Luro?" "She was sure she heard that." Luro, I think it possibly is the person who is hoarding the toilet paper," said Emily in a moment of eureka. "Because Luro is another word for toilet paper. Anyway, I can't explain any more because I've got to go now. Be careful, Percy, and I hope you find that crook sometime before he starts stealing toilet paper in Knapford." And then she puffed away. Percy wasn't sure. "What if I am the one who has to deal with that crook?" he thought. Unfortunately for Percy, he had to take a late-night goods train and had to return to Ffaquhar in the dark. He was scared. He kept listening out for those low groans. He was stopped by a red signal next to the abandoned mine. "This is scary," said Percy. But then the groans came again. "What's that? I think I hear them," said Percy. The groans kept getting louder and louder. "Scared!" Until all of a sudden, there was a smashing noise. Percy was so scared that he set off at once. "No, Percy!" cried his driver. "The signal's red!" But he couldn't stop Percy ramming into a truck full of toilet paper? How did it get there? Is that the toilet paper that this person has been hoarding? Then all of a sudden, a figure appeared, and then Luro, cried Percy. "I think," said the fireman, "that's the person who has been hoarding all the toilet paper. As Mavis said, Luro is another word for toilet paper. Well, I think I'll phone the police." Luro kept intimidating Percy. I want to get out of here! I want to get out of here!" cried Percy. While Luro kept bellowing at him. Don't worry, Percy. Just hang in there. The police are coming. That is when Percy decided to be brave. We steam at Luro.
Stop it right now,
he said firmly.
You're the one who has been hoarding toilet paper across Ffaquhar and the other villages, right? Well, we won't stand for your robbing of toilet paper.
Luro stopped dead in his tracks.
We'll have none of your hoarding toilet paper to last us a lifetime.
But then Percy heard firings in the background.
Oh look, they're coming for you now,
he smirked. And while Luro was taken away by the police, the Fat Controller praised Percy. But then he told Percy to deliver the toilet paper to all the stations across the Ffaquhar Branch Line.
Yes, sir,
said Percy, although he wasn't sure. The next morning, everybody was collecting their toilet paper again. Percy felt somewhat relieved, but the teasing continued. Oh, were you scared of some toilet paper? Said Thomas.
Shut up,
retorted Percy. Oh, you actually think that was a very brave thing to do, standing up to the Luro menace? Said Toby. Mavis came onto the side of Toby. Thomas then realised that he had to stop teasing Percy after that. But he still chuckled at the thought.
Sometimes I don't know why I even bother,
sighed Percy.